of Studio Seaside, content creator and designer with over 10 years of experience on Squarespace, Hayley Fetters.
Hi, thank you. Welcome, everyone. It's so nice to see you all here in person. I am Hayley Fetters, the founder of Studio Seaside. We specialize in branding and web design. And I built my first Squarespace website 13 years ago in the back of a product design class. My senior year of college, I probably should have been paying attention, but I realized that school was not preparing me for the real world, and I needed to get a portfolio up as soon as possible. And that's when I discovered Squarespace. I have been a freelance designer now for over 10 years, and from the beginning, I have used content as a way to attract clients to my business and grow my audience. And along the way, I have built an engaged audience of over 100,000 followers by using content as the base and then repurposing and diversifying that content across multiple platforms. I'm just a mom from a small beach town in California. I'm not special, but I am strategic. So if I can do it, then you can too. Bill Gates said it in 1996, and it still rings true today. Content is king. And for business owners, it's one of the most influential ways that we can leverage our content to attract audiences and ultimately clients. And when creating content, you do not have to reinvent the wheel every time. I know that I don't have time to create a new post for every platform that I'm on, and I'm pretty sure that you don't either. So let's kind of break down how we can use just one piece of content and reformat it across multiple platforms. So just like T said, you want to make sure that you have a blog on your website. If you don't, you need to get that up ASAP. That's going to be the long form version of this idea that you have, something that clients will be searching for online. And then you can begin to break that down into shorter form content. So you can use videos, graphics for Instagram or Pinterest. And then once you have that email letter, you can even send that content out to your email letter. And then from there, once they're on your email list, you can begin to offer digital products, just like Clary was talking about. Or you can have a low-cost offer or even like a freebie webinar, whatever it is that you want to get them in on your list. And then from there, once they're on your list, you begin to nurture that relationship with the client or potential customer, and that's when you start to create income. So this is just an overview. Let's break down each section. So like I said, that blog is going to live on your website. It's really, really important for SEO, search engine optimization, to have that content on your website. So when people are searching, search engines know that you have valuable, relevant information that people are looking for, and they're reading it. And then that way they're going to rank your website higher, and you have more of a likely chance of having your website show up in those searches. It's also really great to establish your expertise. So once you start to become an authority in your industry, people are going to start to know, like, and trust you. And then you're going to be that go-to person once they are ready to either buy your product or engage in your services. And then you can take that one piece of content and start to break it down into shorter form content. So let's say you have a blog post about SEO for Squarespace. You can then create little snippets from that blog post. You can create videos, post it on Squarespace. Post it on like Instagram or TikTok. You can create graphics and put that out to Pinterest. And then what I like to do is just create a little snippet of this long form content, put it into my email newsletter, and then allow them to click through to my site, which again is really good for SEO because I have that traffic on my site. And then you want to start automating those conversions. So the two previous speakers today have talked about this, but you want to use a call to action. How are you going to get people to sign up for that email newsletter? And Squarespace does a really good job of automating this system for conversion. You can have your sign-up sheet at the bottom of your blog, and then that automatically goes into the back end. You have that all built in inside of Squarespace already. And then how can we turn this content into income? So Clary was talking about digital products. Perhaps you offer a course or one-on-one coaching, whatever it is that your business is. You can start to turn this content into income by pitching it to your email newsletter subscribers. I have used this framework since the beginning of starting my freelance business, and it's still today the #1 way that I get clients is by creating content and having them see it on social media as well, using a call to action, and then having them sign up for my email newsletter. So using content to establish yourself as a creative expert and expand your audience is one of the most important things that you can do for your business. Once people start to know, like, and trust you, they are more likely to engage in your services or buy your product. So today I have a challenge for you. If you don't already have a blog, that's the first thing you need to do is get a blog on your website ASAP. And then I want you to write one blog post that's relevant to your ideal client. And then I want you to take that long form blog post and break it up into social media posts. So you can create a reel on TikTok. You can create graphics and post them to Pinterest. And then you can maybe even email it to your newsletter if you already have one. And then I want you to tag me so that I can help you stay accountable, that you can also see how easy it actually is to take one piece of content and use it across multiple platforms. And I can help you cheer you along the way. So that's basically just scratching the surface of how to create content and repurpose it across multiple platforms. I would love to keep this conversation going. You are welcome to DM me on social. If you head over to hayleyfetters.com, I have amazing resources for designers who are looking to streamline their business, use content to attract clients, and so much more. Thank you so much.